Hey guys, it's Lindsay. Welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to do an update for my Pan That palette. Now real quick, if you like Pan That palette videos, go ahead and give this one a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it, and be sure to subscribe to my channel if you're not already so you don't miss any of my future uploads. And now let's get into the update. So just to remind you, or if you are new to my channel, the palette that I've been working on this year was the Lorac Pro Metal palette. Now let me go ahead and show you what my palette looked like last month, and then I will show you what it looks like now. And now this is what my palette looks like now. Let me get that in focus for you so you can see that I absolutely, completely, 100% have this palette completed. So yay, this palette is completely finished. I am so excited to get this one out of my collection. I did really like this palette for the most part. There were a few shades in here that I didn't really care for, but in general, I think the formula on this palette was really, really nice. And then just to remind you, I really did only finish these first 6 shadows here. I did hit pan on the shade Onyx, which was that horrible black shade in the palette. It was just so messy. And then I used the dark blue shade only a couple of times. So I went ahead and took those out of the palette because I just knew that I was never going to finish them. But either way, I'm so excited that I am completely done with this palette. I would say that my favorite shade in the palette was the rose gold. It was just an absolutely beautiful all over lid shade. So I do miss that shade. I haven't had that one in the palette for quite a while. I'm pretty sure that that one was the first one that I finished. And I'm sure I have a couple of dupes in my big huge eyeshadow collection anyways. But I did really love that shadow. And quartz I did end up liking after I kind of doctored it a little bit with a couple of other shades to make it a lot more wearable because it was just super stark white. Clover was a beautiful green shade, and then amber and gilded mixed together were really pretty as well, and graphite was just a great like outer V shade. I really enjoyed using that. So overall, I did really enjoy the palette, but I am very happy to get it out of my collection and move on to something else. And then you might remember that I've also been working on a few shades from my Naked 3 palette, so let me go ahead and show you what those look like the last time I did an update. And then now here is what those shades look like now. I've really just been focusing on these first 3 here. We have Limit, Buzz, and Liar. I don't remember what this one is called, but I did use this I think once this month, but really I've just been focusing on these 3. And then here is my Makeup Geek eyeshadow as well that I've been talking about in this palette. It is almost done. I did repress it, so I probably have just about a week left on that shade, so not much time at all. Really excited to move another Makeup Geek eyeshadow out of my collection. And then I did go ahead and repress this one and this one as well. I've just been really sick of these eyeshadows. I like them and they're nice, but this one especially, this one is Limit. It is the matte shade. I've just been using that in my crease for close to 2 years now, so I'm just so sick of it. So I went ahead and repressed it just to try and move the shadow along a little bit faster because it's just so densely packed. There is so much shadow in there. I don't know if it really will do much, but maybe just, you know, psychologically it helped me out a little bit. And then I think this is the shade Liar here. And I feel like the repressing helped a little bit with that one. So hopefully this will be gone soon. I am using this shade as an outer corner shade and under my lash line. It's not my favorite because it's just not quite dark enough. It works for a super everyday kind of eye look, but if I want something a little bit deeper, a little bit vampier, then I will use something else. But for my everyday look, I feel like I can get away with using that one in the outer corner just to give my look a little bit of definition. I don't know if I'll be able to finish it within the next month. That would be amazing, but I'm not sure if I will. And then this shade here, the one in the middle, I haven't really touched as far as repressing goes. I might sometime soon just to try and kick that one into gear a little bit faster as well, but I have been using that one all over the lid. And I did want to show you one other shade because once I'm finished with the Makeup Geek eyeshadow, which is the shade that I've been using to set my primer, I think I'm going to move on to my chocolate bar for that task. So I'm going to really start to work on white chocolate here. So that is what I'm starting with here. Hopefully that's focusing for you. There is a little bit of a dip in there. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see that, but I thought I would come on and show you what that shade looked like before I really started working on it, and I will start throwing that in these updates as as well. And then last but not least, I thought I would give you a little sneak peek of what my Urban Decay Ammo palette looks like. This still, I'm pretty sure, is going to be the palette that I'm going to be panning next year. But in the last update, I did talk about the shade Polyester Bride here, which is this white shade. And much like the shade that was in my Lorac shade from this, or in my Lorac palette from this year, it's just so stark white. It was really, really hard for me to find a way to use it. So what I did was I mixed in a shade from my Tarte Bon Voyage palette. It's the second one down on the very left side of that palette. I don't remember what it's called, but it actually worked really, really well mixed in here. So let me zoom you in here so you can see what this shade now looks like. It's so much more wearable. I really like that shade mixed in, the one from Tarte mixed in with this really, really white shade. It just kind of tones it down a little bit and just makes it a lot more wearable. I do have that in my crease, or in my, not in my crease, in my inner corner and then on my brow bone today, and I really, really like how it looks. So I'm pretty sure that's it for this update. Again, I am so excited that I was able to finish off this Lorac palette. It was a lot of fun, but I'm definitely excited to move on to something else. And I think I will do another update in November for this challenge. I'm not sure if I will do one for December, but I will definitely do one next month to talk about my Naked 3, and then I will show you the progress that I have on the chocolate bar shade. And then not sure if I'm going to do one in December. I might just do my ammo palette intro a little bit early. We'll just kind of play it by ear and see what I feel like doing. But thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today and watching this update and all of the updates that I've had for this challenge throughout the year. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!